All right, so we're on to the next recipe. I have some garbanzo flour, some coconut oil, some vanilla extract. That's technically not an alkaline approved by Dr. Sebi, but you don't need it. Some date syrup, some dates, some sea salt, some coconut chips, some agave, and some cinnamon. By accident, I spilled some garbanzo flour in there, so just disregard that. But we're gonna first start with the coconut oil. And we're gonna do just about 2 tablespoons worth. Then I'm gonna do a dash of vanilla extract. Then I'm gonna add a dash of cinnamon. Now, you don't have to use both date syrup and agave, so I'm gonna mostly use agave, and I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of agave. And then just a dollop of date sugar. You don't have to sweeten it up as much, but again, it's preference. Then I'm just going to take 2 dates and just pit them, just cut them into little pieces, because this is supposed to mimic like your chocolate, something like chewy, but like savory, like if you were eating chocolate chip cookies, yum, yum. You obviously could put in however many dates you want, but I think 2 is enough because you could also add nuts in this. However, at this moment, I'm on a nut break, so I have not been eating any nuts, but I've made this before with walnuts in them, and it is absolutely phenomenal. So you could definitely do that too. And you can cut the date parts in smaller pieces as well, but I make cookies really just for myself. Nobody else is eating these for the most part. So these are really just for me. So I just make enough for myself. Add some roasted coconut chips. You could add however many you like. So I think that's how many coconut chips I'm gonna add. Maybe a little more. Now I'm gonna be adding the chickpea flour. And just start small and increase as you mix. So I kind of eyeball this, but this is probably like, what, half a cup? Work that in because you're trying to create a nice little dough. Alright, we're gonna add some more. It's too liquidy. It's about another, a little less than a half cup, maybe a quarter cup. But do a little bit at a time because you don't want to put too much chickpea flour, because then you gotta add other stuff, and anybody got time for that? Add just a little bit more. Okay. You want to line a baking pan with parchment paper. To scoop out sizes like this. Gonna make it a little ball. And you obviously can make your cookies however big you want. If they're really sticky like this, you could go ahead and add a little bit more chickpea flour. I'm not going to, because I want them gooey. Now I'll be putting these 6 cookies in the oven on 350 for the next 12 minutes. Just went off. Let's see what they're looking like. Once the 12 minutes ends, I just slightly press down like so. Just a little bit, don't do too much, just a little bit. Pop them back in for like 4 minutes. This is what your lovely cookies will look like. So I'm just going to let them cool off for like, you know, however much time you need. I mean, I'm not eating them right now, but if you want to eat them, at least let them cool for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. But I'm not about to eat right now, so I'm just gonna leave them to be. But don't they look so yummy and gooey and